Okay, what exactly happens after you submit? So once you submit the application, your application is read by three people. Technically, not technically, generally, historically, these three people used to be from the current batch. Now the AdCom is saying that they are also including people from AdCom. I mean, the AdCom members are also reading the essays. Not sure how true is that because there are so many essays to read. Approximately 8,000 to 10,000 applications are received every year, and this year it might increase to 13, 14, you never know. But three people read it and then they grade it. They give it a grade, and that average grade will be considered. Now, which part they grade? Now, your academics and your GMAT GRE will hold 20% weightage each. Okay, so I keep saying in the group, people are preparing so much for GMAT. They're ignoring all the parts of the other parts of the application. It just accounts for 20%, unfortunately or fortunately. ACATS, that is your 12th and graduation, this counts for 20%. And your work experience, quality and quantity, and your essays, they count for 30%. So this is where they will grade you. Yes, it is back. So this is where they will grade you. Your work experience, quality and quantity, and your essays. The quantity part again is objective. So if you have less than 3 years of work experience, you will get some lesser marks. If you have more than three, you will get decent marks. I'm not sure if they are scoring low for very high work experience, but I don't think they are doing it. But yeah, for 2 to 3 years of work experience people, they are scoring them low in quantity. And then the quality part, which will include your career progression. It can be a promotion or maybe some different career pivot or anything that shows progression in your career. It is completely up to them to perceive how they want to perceive the work experience quality. And essays, obviously. All of these things will constitute 30%. On the basis of first three parameters, they will come up with a overall number. And this, if this number is above the cutoff, they will call you for an interview. Okay. And they will, then your interview will happen if you get shortlisted and get invited. And your interview will be further rated. I'll come to that. And that rating, that interview score will have 30% weightage. So this is how the entire breakup looks like. If your overall number, which includes the interview score as well, crosses the cutoff, you will get an admit. Otherwise, waitlist or reject. While they are doing it, they also have to maintain a few things. That is male versus female ratio as 50-50, engineer versus non-engineer ratio as 60-40. Why I'm saying it? Because they have been traditionally maintaining the same ratio and they also show it in their batch profile. Whatever batch profile you'll find online or while during AdCom presentation, they show that this is our ratio of male, female, and engineer, non-engineer, means they are maintaining that ratio. So they are taking care of that ratio. They are taking care of the ratio while deciding to give you an admit. Any questions? Yeah, so your interpretation is correct.
I've got one question. I've got one question. You said 60-40 for engineer, non-engineer. So it's 60 towards engineers or 60 towards non-engineers?
60 engineer, 40 non-engineer. It is mentioned in their website also.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Which means it is much easier for a female non-engineer to make it to ISB. Any questions? Okay. Overview. Two, three, or four people will take your interview. Two is very common. I heard for the first time that there was a panel of four last year. Generally doesn't happen. Your interview will be taken by alumni. And if you are at Hyderabad or Mohali, then AdCom member might join them as well. The 3 years rule means alumni has to graduate 3 years ago to be eligible to take interview. And that's it. Once it's like if there is they have crossed that 3 years bracket, anyone can sign up and take interview. So this is how it is. It lasts for 20 to 55 minutes. There is nothing like that if your interview is very long or very short, there is some red flag or green flag. Daksha had a 20 minutes interview. She cracked ISB. Ria had a 55 minutes interview. I've shared the interview excerpts of both of them in the group. New members might not know it. I will share it again. Please ask me after the session. And they were able to crack it. So there is nothing that how long it should be. Ideal is 30 to 35 minutes, not more than that. 30 to 35, 40 minutes maximum. These are two extreme cases that I just mentioned. 20 lectures interview only lasted for 20 minutes. Okay. 15 parameters are ranked. You are ranked in 15 parameters between 1 to 5. And then the interviewers are free to write some subjective comments about you, but that is not mandatory. But they have to come to a consensus and write a consensus, a subjective comment which they have arrived after coming to a consensus. That is mandatory. Their individual subjective comments is not mandatory, but one subjective comment is mandatory. How much effect that subjective comment has on the overall decision-making process, they never reveal it. But alums are free to write whatever they want to. Reapplicants who took a feedback from the AdCom about last year, I'm sure they told you that whatever comments were written by the alumni. ISB interview, unlike IM, is always very friendly, except in rare cases where maybe alumni is in a bad mood. They're smiling or they are having a poker face, poker straight face. Samyak, please stop using scribbling on the screen, please. The technique of interviewing is called 1 inch wide, 1 mile deep technique. And then follow-up questions on that, which means they will catch anything that you have written in your essays, resume, non-essay parts of application, which means your notable, non-notable achievements and activities, and job responsibilities, and they can deep dive into it. And whatever you are answering, they will ask follow-up questions. Okay, I'm not looking at the chat. Guys, due to some reason, I'm not able to see the chat, so you need to ask your questions on your own. You can unmute and ask directly, otherwise I'll move ahead. I'll assume that you don't have any questions. I'm not looking at chat due to some reason. Not able to see.
How much is the weightage for interview process?
Mayur, did you join late?
Yeah, 3 minutes late. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the weightage for interviews 30%.
Okay. Thanks.
With respect to this slide only, the general GRE cutoff for non-engineers
There
is
is no cutoff, first of all, Anshuman.
sir, as you mentioned, cutoff to be cleared, get an interview call. So,
Oh, cutoff as in total cutoff. Yeah. Yeah. Please
so generally,
continue.
what is the as in cutoff out of six for 70% if taken totally?
No, this is the breakup of different parameters.
Okay.
What number they are ascribing and what cutoff they are ascribing, only they decide. They decide the cutoff before the application evaluation starts.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Suyog and then Rhythm and then Gunjan, I guess.
Yeah, so you said there's a 50-50 split for engineers and non-engineers.
No, I never said that. I said 60-40.
Sorry, 60-40. So I just want to understand. So say I have a master's in a non-engineering domain. So do they
No,
consider that, or do
no,
they
no,
consider my undergrad,
no.
which is in engineering?
Undergrad, undergrad.
Okay.
When I say engineer, non-engineer, I strictly mean academically, guys. You might be an engineer doing an HR work or something else, but you will still be considered engineers. Yeah. Rhythm, Sagar, Gunjan, Kanishk.
Yeah, so while grading the academics for undergrad, do they also consider which college is the applicant
Yeah.
from?
So
Because
they last time Amit said that if someone is having a 7 GPA, but he's from IIT Bombay, they will be considered equivalent to someone with a 9 GPA in a tier 3 college. When I asked them, do they have a list of those colleges where they will give some extra, which who they will give some extra weightage to? He just evaded the question as always. But yeah, the answer is yes.
okay.
Okay.
Yes, Sagar.
Yeah, Anshul, my question is,
Yes, Sagar.
yeah, so having, I was actually part of the team which was responsible for rolling out 5G all across India. I work in Reliance Jio. So does that make my quality slightly, does that give you any bonus points, or is it just
It
strictly
depends
career
on how
progression?
you have narrated it in
It
your essay.
depends on how you have narrated it in your essay.
Sagar, there is an echo.
Okay.
Please mute yourself.
Sagar, there is an echo. Mute yourself.
It depends on how you have narrated your experience in the essays. It's up to them to perceive how, I mean, it's up to them how they will perceive the quality. Me and you cannot say anything. Our job is to write the application in the best way possible.
Hi, Anshul. Gunjan this side.
Yeah, Gunjan.
You mentioned about talking about details when they ask for something, right? So what level of detail should we go to? Should we go down to the process level
Coming
details
to
in
that,
that?
coming to that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Kanish.
Angel. Yeah.
Also,
So I like two questions.
Gunjan, one thing. This side is wrong English, no? Never say this side. It sounds extremely poor. Just say, I'm Gunjan or my name is Gunjan. Because you are going to come
Okay.
for
Okay.
interview
Noted.
very soon,
Yes.
so take care of these things.
Mm.
Communication is one of the major parameters in the interview. I'll discuss all that. Yeah, Kanish, sorry to interrupt you.
Right.
Yeah. Hi. So I have two questions. Uh, the first one is ki, how do they check the work experience? So like some people might not have gone into like very much कि मतलब uh, uh, मतलब कि uh, uh, मतलब in detail मतलब uh, uh, in the essays, but like they have mentioned it मतलब कि मतलब in the form or like in
Kanish, we
the
will come back to you
मतलब
later. I
GPA of their
think
work.
you are not able to articulate yourself. Write it down and then read it to me later. We'll move to the next person. Bhavijot.
Yeah, hi Anshul. I might have joined a little late, so like this question might already have been addressed. So just wanted to ask, will the LOR be something that would be
Yeah,
like addressed during the interview?
LOR is a LOR is evaluated and is a part of work experience grading part only.
Right.
Interviewers will have your LOR.
Okay.
It's up to them if they want to ask questions from it or not. Generally, they
Mm.
do not go to LOR because there is no time.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
Generally, I have seen some rare cases where they have taken some incidents from LOR as well, but it is
Mm.
not common. Also, guys, just to let all of you know, whatever you submit, interviewers will have everything except your GMAT GRE score, your 10th and graduation score, and your salary. These three things are not visible to the interviewers so that they don't get biased. Some people might not know it. People who are a part of my group since long, they know this already, but there are many people who joined just now. So I just wanted to make it clear. Okay.
Just a follow. I'm so sorry. I'm sure. Sorry to interrupt you. Just a follow up on that. So, I mean, purely the GMAT score would be to get you in. It won't form uh, say, kind of a factor while post the selection's done, post the shortlisting's been
What
done.
makes you think so? I just
Because
literally put a breakdown of 100 showing that interview is 30% weightage.
all right. Sorry, my bad.
Guys, please listen to me carefully when I'm explaining something. Okay. I am not looking at chat, so no matter how many, whatever you're putting in the chat, I'm not reading them. You have to unmute and ask directly. Yeah, Tanmay.
So Anshul, I just saw a post where someone posted that with the
First of
recent
all, first of
updates on
all,
the
first of all,
H1B visa.
I will not take any questions which starts with someone. Who is that someone?
Uh, um, so I think a recent candidate who is a part of the cohort of 25-26
Where,
batch
where,
posted that
where did you see?
on LinkedIn.
What is the name of the candidate? What is the credential?
Uh,
Anyone can
I'll
go
have
and
to
post
go back
anything.
and
Nah? We cannot discuss any random thing.
no, but just based on the post, I had a thought that a lot of the candidates who were initially inclined to M7 and all those other B school applications, which would be much more relevant before the introduction of the update on the H1B visa system. So, how someone from tier two undergrad, but then with a pivotal role into product management, will have an edge towards those candidates, considering I think the acceptance rate might go down because the application will increase and the
Is
quality
it
of application
relevant
will
to
improve.
interview preparation, Tanmay?
No, but just how can someone
Can
have an
we
edge
can we can we limit
when
the
they'll appear for
discussion?
interview?
Can we limit the discussion to interview preparation?
Cool, not.
Thank you. Yes, guys, please. I am ready to answer all questions, but please stick to the topic. If you are scared that competition is increasing because of H1B visa ruling, if you're scared of that you are from tier 2 college, please don't apply. Sit at home, don't apply. अगर इतना डरना है तो मत करो अप्लाई आप लोग ठीक है it needs a lot of guts and lot of preparation and lot of conviction and belief in yourself to apply to ISP because you're applying to a school which has 7 to 8% success rate. It is one of the most competitive schools in the country. If you have self-doubt in the beginning of the process, better you don't go ahead. That is one. Second, let's try to stick to the topic today. I will discuss all that in the group, whatever you want to discuss. I'll give it time and I will answer your queries. But let's stick to the interview part of ISP. So just to benefit everyone else. Okay. And please look at your application rather than thinking what someone from tier one or someone from other schools are doing. I'm repeating, I'm not looking at chats, no matter what you are writing there. Yeah, Rohit.
Hi, Anshul. Rohit here. So my question is, you initially mentioned that so the scores are removed from to the interviewers just to avoid bias. So I guess that inherent bias, maybe arising from their work experience or undergrad, is unavoidable, right? For example, someone might develop a perception towards someone from IIT Bombay or JP
Yes.
Morgan. I
Yes.
guess that is unavoidable, right?
I mean,
Thank you.
someone from IIT Bombay deserves that kind of bias, in my opinion. It's not easy to go there.
Okay,
Yeah, Janendra.
got it.
Yeah, hi Anshul. I'm Jinendra. I had one question, though it's not directly related to the interview, but overall selection.
Nee, then
So, having we already
let's not discuss it if it's not related to interview. I am
just a
warning
thought.
you again. Yeah. Yeah, Shivani.
So I heard, like you just told that we are not, that the interviewers will not know our salary. So even while when they ask deep down, so should we reveal our salary numbers
No,
or
they will
something
never ask
like
you
because
salary.
sometimes happen.
They will never ask you salary.
Okay.
Yeah, Khushbu.
Hi, Anshul. So basically, for my family business, I have been involved in my family business for last 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
and I have not been drawing a salary. So I'm very confused on how to put that in application, and I have 4 years of corporate X before that.
Khushbu, please stick to the topic. I just
Okay.
mentioned, please stick to the topic, not to you or to everyone. If we start discussing everything related to application, this session will go till 3. Please, for the sake
Okay.
of everyone else also, I'm telling this to all the participants, please stick to the topic. If you're not
Okay. All
sure
right.
about application and all, put it in the group. I'll answer. Please,
All right.
please let me finish the session successfully. Just because I'm taking the question doesn't mean you will, stray away from the topic. And this is not to you, for everyone. Yeah, Tarun.
Got it, Anshul. No worries.
Yeah. Yeah, Tarun.
I just wanted to know, like, whether this professional qualifications are on a chartered
I'm not
accountant.
able to hear you. Your voice is not clear.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible now.
I'm asking that in case of a professional qualification, does that give me an upper hand or something like that? Because my graduation as such is only BCom, because my professional qualification is a chartered
Yes,
accountancy.
yes, yes, yes. So people who are having professional qualifications like CA, CFAs and all, they will get some extra weightage in ACADS. And this has been confirmed by Amit.
Okay. A follow-up question quickly. Like I've been working with Deloitte USI and having a background like that, does that help? Somewhat. I
Not
think
able
if the
to,
percent,
voice is not clear.
I'm sorry for the connection problem. I'm audible now.
You're audible, but you're not clear.
Just one thing. Like, does working with Deloitte helps me out with something?
Helps you out.
Deloitte, working with Deloitte,
Helps you out where?
with having a upper hand, like say having a work ex with a big four or
I
something,
am
like a
not
good
able to
name on a
hear you.
resume.
I am not able to hear you, Tarun. I'm sorry, I have to move. Varun, please.
No worries.
Hi, Anshul.
Yeah.
So I know colleges abroad, they do this thing that they invite
This is
very
not
few
a college
candidates for
abroad
interview and they are
session.
like,
Varun, please stop.
uh,
This is not a
I know,
college
I know.
abroad.
I'm just,
Then don't
yeah, I'm
talk
just
about
drawing
it.
a
No,
parallel
no, no.
to
I don't want
understand.
to draw any comparison. Please stick to the topic.
Okay.
Anyone else who want to ask relevant questions?
I have a question, Anshu. Sorry, I
Yeah,
couldn't raise
Virendra.
my hand.
Yeah.
So in this breakdown, I couldn't figure out where the extracurricular other work
So
fits in. So where does
extracurricular,
that go?
no extra, there is no extra separate weightage for extracurricular. It is all a part of your work experience and essays. There is
Got
no,
it, life
yeah.
experience.
So if you have
Another
more,
question.
yeah,
Sorry,
if you
sorry,
have more
continue.
extracurricular, then you might, an important one, notable one, just like they asked you to, add notable achievements, then you might get more in work experience
Got
quality.
it. Another question, Anshul. I had written something in my essay around work, but I haven't mentioned my resume because it's a work that I'm not drawing salary, helping out my family and certain things. So will that be
No,
penalized
no.
or that's okay? That's right.
No,
Okay, okay.
resume was never a part of ISB application till 2024. They just started last year. And resume is only read
Okay.
by interviewers. I mean, interviewers are provided the resume to facilitate
Got it.
the interview. It is not evaluated anywhere. So it's okay even if
Got
there
it.
is some
Thanks.
mismatch, it's completely okay. Yeah, Devendra.
Perfect.
Hi, actually, I wanted to just inquire about the whether there is a scaling for graduation thing, like
Yeah,
from
there
IITs,
is there is
there would be
yeah,
some
there is
comparison with
scaling.
NITs.
There is scaling because an MBBS person might score very low in graduation, and an engineer might score very high, and which is normal. I mean, an MBBS can score 65 and still be the topper. Also, there is difference between different colleges, the way they grade. So they have their own algorithm for normalization. And I tried to ask them, how do you do this? Again, I did not get very detailed reply, but they said that, yeah, there is normalization. Guys, we are still
Thank
in
you.
first slide. How will we complete this session? I'm just scared.
Actually, just last question
Anshu,
from the on-the-spot essays. Are they part of the third category or fourth category, or do we have
Yeah.
any
Yeah, so they have a very minor weightage, as Amit said, the on-the-spot essays, and they will have a very minor weightage in the interview part. Very minor, but he said there is weightage, but very minor.
Anshul, am I audible now?
Yeah, Tarun.
Just one thing, I asked that having a Vertex with a Big Four, having a Deloitte in your resume, does that help me out
Tarun, it's up to them
in
to.
getting some brownie point?
It is up to them.
Okay.
First of all, I don't think you will get any brownie point for Deloitte. Every random Tom, Dick,
Yeah,
and Harry works
that's why
in
I just want.
Deloitte.
Yeah. That's why I just wanted to ask.
Yeah. Yeah, Vaishali.
Hi, Anshul. I have had, this opportunity to volunteer with like various NGOs over the past 2, 3 years. So, from your perspective, how much weight will this volunteering
It
experience,
depends how you have
hold or
narrated it,
carry?
Vaishali. Have you narrated it strongly enough in your essays, which shows a holistic, which makes your profile look holistic? If yes, then they
Mm.
might get impressed and give you more in essays. If not, then you will not get any advantage for it. It depends on how you have portrayed it. What have you done with that experience? Just because you have experience, you will get some extra point. No, that's not how it works at ISB. Am I being clear?
Yeah,
Yeah. So how you
yeah,
use
sure.
that
That
experience
makes sense.
to make your entire
Mhm.
profile look different or look better than others in the essays, that's what matters. Right.
Yeah, interesting. Got it.
But this notable achievements tag, they have done it for the first time this year. I strongly believe they will add some objective points if you have some notable national, international level achievements or work in extracurricular. Again, that is my guess because they have done it for the first time, this notable tagging of achievements. So I think you will get some extra pointers in the third part uh, if you have something notable. But again, that's just my guess. I don't know.
Mm. Sure.
Guys, can we please proceed? How will we finish the session? I mean, I don't mind. I can stay till 2 also. But I think we should. I think this part is clear to everyone, right? We should proceed. Yes, no. I am not reading the chat. Please don't write anything in the chat.
Yes, Anshul, I think
Yes,
we're
Anshul,
aligned.
please proceed.
Yes.
Okay. This I have already mentioned. Let's proceed. How exactly you should prepare now? I told you what are they doing. What you should do now is the entire point of the session. So, first of all, I'm assuming you have written 3 or 4 anecdotes in essay 2. Essay 2 asks for intellectual experience anecdotes, which prompted you to do an MBA. And essay 1 asks for unique experiences that shaped who you are. So, I am assuming if you have written 3 to 4 anecdotes in essay 2 and 3 to 4 experiences in essay 1, that totals to around 6 to 8 unique experiences and anecdotes from your personal and professional life, which ideally should include all the key achievements of your life. It can be personal, professional, or from extracurricular. That is one. And all the achievements that you have mentioned in your resume, as well as notable achievements. Sorry, I missed writing the notable achievements part. So, this you first make a list and then you prepare for all these questions that I have written. That what made you start it? They would want to know your thought process, that what exactly made you start it, uh, so that they know they can judge if you are really innovative, you are a problem solver, if you can handle some conflict and things like that. What are the challenges that you faced while going through all that? How did you overcome those challenges? While talking about overcoming the challenges, please highlight your leadership and team management skills because these are the parameters where you will be marked in the interview. I told you there are 15 parameters. So these are the major ones. Always try to talk about leadership and team management while talking anything about work or anything related to your application. They will not go beyond application. Again, if someone does not know this till this stage, ISP interview does not go beyond your application, unlike IIMs. Only what you have written in application. Very important. What did you learn from this experience? Your learning is important, and you should know how to convey whatever you learned. And given a chance to do it again, how will you do it differently? So please prepare for everything that you have written in essay 1, essay 2, notable achievements, and all the key bullet points that you have mentioned in your resume. And don't say, should I only prepare from my resume? Should I only prepare for the recent ones? Should I ignore the past ones? You never know what will they pick up. 1 inch wide, 1 mile deep technique means they will pick up one thing, no matter what, and then they will deep dive into it. Acha, how did you do it? Oh, okay. But shouldn't you have done it this way? Okay, okay. And what other challenges you faced? How did you involve your team in solving this? What did you learn from it? So, on the basis of your answers, their next question will follow. So, this is your 1 inch wide, 1 mile deep technique. Who is scribbling on the screen here? Any questions, other people who are present in the call? Am I being clear how exactly what do I say when I mean scan your essays and resume? Okay. This can be the make and break of your interview. That is why MBA, why ISB, which means you're narrating your post MBA goal. The, this can like get you a very high score in the interview, or this can completely decimate your interview. So you need to prepare for it beforehand so that you can talk about it in the interview. First, you should know how to summarize your entire experience. This is my summarization of my own experience when I applied to ISP back in 2016. Just to introduce myself, I completely forgot that I didn't introduce myself to people who are meeting me for the first time. My name is Anshul. I am a PGP alum from class of 2018. I'll share my LinkedIn later in the group. You can have a look. So this is how I have summarized that, hey, till now, this is what I have done. Okay. Then you talk about what you want to do post MBA. That drawing on these experience, I want to get into a senior marketing role at a healthcare firm. I'm saying this because my academic background is in healthcare, while my professional experience pre-MBA was into marketing. So your post-MBA goal ideally should be related to what you have already done, not very different from it. This is very important because from this year, for the first time, ISB has completely removed post-MBA goal essay, completely removed. But it does not mean that they will not ask questions from it. It will still remain the most important part of your interviews. And this has been confirmed by Amit in our info session call. If you have not seen the recording, please watch the entire session recording. It is on YouTube. Just that, I mean, there are many videos of Amit on YouTube. Do watch the one which we did, I mean, which he did with me. There you will find the actual answers because I have prodded him in all the questions. So uh, they will ask you. He has confirmed that post MBA goal will remain the most important part of ISB interview. Yes, you.
Yeah, I just want to understand, are career pivots not appreciated by ISB?
No, nothing like that. Who told you? Nothing
No,
like
because you said that what you want to do in the future should be related to what you have done prior.
Yes. Because career pivot is difficult to justify. So once you enter ISB, doesn't matter. Do whatever you want to. But
So you're just talking in terms of the application.
no, talking this is what you need to do in the interview. This is not a call for application.
Okay, thank you.
Any confusion, please ask frankly if you didn't understand what I just said. So, am I being clear?
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
You're saying what is required to sort of clear the interview, if I understand
Yes,
correctly.
you have to be smart, not honest here.
Got it.
Let's
Thank
put it
you.
that way. है ना? Because let's just say you are a CA, okay, and you would say, oh, I want to get into FMCG marketing. You will open a Pandora box in the interview. They will keep, oh, acha, how can a CA do marketing? What transferable skills you have that you think you will do good in marketing? There are other people who would be having uh, pre-MBA marketing experience. How will you compete with them? Do you think it's a good idea? Why to create problems for yourself in the interview, right? Yes, Sakshi. And then Varun, then Vedant, then Akshat.
Hi, Anshul. So I just want to understand in this post MBA question,
Yeah.
we should know what we want to do, but would it be wrong to say that we're also open to exploring other roles?
No. Sakshi, I'm very glad you asked this. Amit has clearly mentioned the reason. Everyone, listen to me very carefully. The reason they have completely omitted post MBA goal from the essay because they don't want people to come with a very hard and fast mindset that yahi chahiye mere ko. This is the only thing I want. You can say that you are open to other things, but you should also be clear what are those other things. I want to get into marketing in
Okay.
hospitals. I don't mind marketing roles in pharma and med devices companies also, right? If that doesn't work
Understood.
out, a general manager development program or a management trainee program that many top hospitals hire for from ISB, such as Narayana Healthcare and Max Healthcare, that would be my second priority. So you should be open, but you should also be clear what you are open to. What are the other options you are open to? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Varun.
Hi, Anshul. I have two questions.
Yeah.
One is it a bad thing if our answers to these questions sound a little scripted, given that we'll be practicing them a lot?
Ideally, if you have really practiced them properly, then it would not look scripted. If your practice, mock interview practice, or I don't know how you're practicing, if your practicing is leading to you sounding like a robot or sounding like as if you're reading from a script, you are getting yourself trained in a wrong way. So it should not look
Got
sound
it.
scripted because
And
imagine they're alums with very senior, high, very, lot of
yeah,
experience they have. They might have experience in hiring also, right? If they
yeah,
think that you're sounding like a robot and you're reading from a script, they will not appreciate it. Again,
got
this
it.
is up to perception, but this is my opinion. You should sound as natural as possible.
Understood.
Yeah, Vedant.
Understood. I had one more question. I'm sorry. Can I
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
that as
Varun.
well?
हाँ बोलो ना.
Cool. My second question was like, in terms of gaps in this example, how many gaps should we talk about? Like, will one be enough, or like, should I talk about like two major gaps that I've identified?
Yes.
Just
So
don't want to
ideally,
seem like there are two problems.
answer to this question is read the room. If you think they are being very involved in what you are saying, then you can expand your gap a bit. But if not, then keep it concise. Yeah, Vedant.
Got it. Understood.
Hi. So Anshul, I had one question. Given suppose my uh, post MBA goal is strategy in healthcare, and they ask me what if that doesn't turn out, what will you do next? Should I then say I'll do strategy in some other domain, or should I say I can do product management in healthcare? So should I change my role or should I change my
There
industry?
is no right
What
or
would
wrong
be more
answer.
like, okay, yeah, this makes no sense here.
There is no right or wrong answer to this. You
Okay.
need to figure out which is your second option should also be kind of aligned to two things. One that you have already done, second to the placement report of ISB. Whatever second option you're
Okay.
choosing, if it is still kind of not properly, but somewhat aligned to what you have already done, plus that kind of opportunity, those kind of opportunities are also available at ISP, you can choose that.
Got it. Thanks you.
Yes, Akshat, then Trishla, then Samir.
Yeah. Hey everyone. Yeah. So my question is that this particular set of questions is one of the most important part of the interviews, if not the most important part. How long should we spend on this question?
Hey, I just answered this question. Read the room. If you think they are involved and they are very much invested in what you're saying, you can expand a bit. But if you think that they're kind of bored or not really invested in your monologue, then cut it short. I cannot give you a definite answer how long. Some people will say 3 to 5 minutes. Who is counting there? Will you be counting on your clock that, oh, 3 minutes ho gaye, so I will stop speaking? So don't try to make a rule around
Cool.
everything. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Trishna.
Hi. So my question is that when we are talking about our post-MBA goals, do you think we should map it to the companies who come for placement, or should
Yeah.
we keep it
You
open that
guys
okay,
have
I'm
not
open to
even let
working in,
me.
let's say, a consulting company?
You guys have not even let me complete this slide. So all of these I will cover. Just
Okay.
allow me some time. Yeah, Samir, and then Rhythm, and then I will not take any questions. I will complete the slide at least. Yeah, Samir.
Anshul, usually we introduce ourselves initially, right? So in that like for example, last year when I was introducing what I exactly work on. So am I audible, Anshul? Clearly?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah. So it becomes difficult sometimes to understand what if the person is not from the technical background.
Yeah.
So what I did last year was I took something like a prop with me. Let's say,
Yeah.
let's say I built an aircraft. So I took an aircraft and explained it in the interview.
Yes, that's a
What
good idea.
exactly? What exactly? So it's a fine, right? They say
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Totally, totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah, Rhythm.
Yeah, Anshul, can you brief a little bit about on-spot essays that you mentioned?
Yeah, on-spot essays, they have just started last year. Their job is to just check if you are the only person who has written the you are the person who has written your essays or not. So they will check for your communication skills. That's it. And I repeat, it has a very small weightage. Don't bother about it. If you are even a decent, if you're a person who can decently communicate in English, you will be able to do it. Don't bother about it. That's the last of your worries. Your worry is all this, which we are discussing today.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What Trishla was asking, should we also talk about some companies? You can. As I said, that I want to get into a senior marketing role at a healthcare firm, such as this 2 or 3 example companies name. If they are constantly hiring from ISB, you can say, or you can omit it also. There is no rule. You can say it if you think that it aligns with whatever you are saying, and it also aligns with the placement report lately in last 2 to 3 years. Okay, then talk about the gap and give a few examples where you felt the need that there is a gap in your skills, expertise, knowledge, or experience, because of which you are not able to achieve your post MBA goal on your own without an MBA. So you need to highlight it. I have just given 2 examples. You can read it. Again, this is very much relevant to my experience. You have to do your own documentation for your own experience for all these. Okay. I think it is self-explanatory, so I will not really spend much time on it. Uske baad, talk about this is most important. When they ask why ISB, people start talking about, oh, ISB is it has a very diverse cohort. What will that diverse cohort do to you? How is that diverse cohort helpful to achieve your post MBA goal? ISB has global professors from all across the world. How are those professors relevant to you? This answer, why ISB, should be completely customized to your post MBA goal. Line by line customization needs to be done. Same is true for IIM Ahmedabad also. If they ask why are you applying to IIM Ahmedabad, you say all this and then you say these are the features which will help me to achieve my goal at IIM Ahmedabad. And then also talk about the alumni that you have talked to and give references of alumni that I've talked to this alumni from this alumni from this class who were having similar pre-MBA experience as mine, who were also from my UG college, or who are having a similar career graph right now, which I aim to achieve. This will show that you have done full research. This will show that you know what you're talking about. This will show that you are very confident that ISP is the school for you. I'm repeating, this can be a make and break for your entire interview if you do not do this part well. Do not I have been a panelist. I've taken around 100 to 120, 125 interviews so far at ISV. This is the mistake people do most of the time. Why ISV? When they start saying generic things. Oh, ISB is one of the best B schools in the world. They don't know that or what? They also know ISB is one of the best B schools in the world and in the country. They also know that ISB has global professors, diverse cohort. How is it relevant to you? How will it help you? That answer should be very nuanced and very detailed. And this is true for every college you apply to. Don't talk about placement, but you can talk about it at the end. When you have given all the reasons, you can also say that even if you go to placement report, a lot of companies where I want to join have constantly been recruiting from ISP. Do not say it in the beginning, say it at the end. This research you need to do very properly. And this is why I have made a lot of people in the group talk to alums since last 5, 6 months, so that this part gets very clear. If you have not done it, start doing it right now. How to do it, I will be covering in the uh, subsequent slide. Yeah, Nilanjan?
Hey Anshul, so basically I just wanted to know one thing. You're talking about plan B. So suppose if I tell that I'm okay to go back to my current employer
Yeah.
and like maybe at a better role, but I'm okay to go
No,
back to my current
don't.
employer.
Going back to the current employer is fine, but you cannot say, I am okay to go back to the current employer, maybe in a same role or maybe another role. You have to say it like this. I have already had a conversation with a senior director at this company where I work right now, and we have come to a consensus that if I want to come back to this same organization after my MBA, then they would be happy to welcome me and I would be joining this role. Your answer should be concrete. Please write it down, all of you. You should sound as if you have a plan. Throughout the interview, you should sound as if you have a plan. I'm not saying you should have a plan. I'm saying you should sound as if you have a plan.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Rishi. Rishi, do you?
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah. Yeah. So just asking, like, definitely, the interviewers would love to know that you have talked to a lot of alums, you have researched. In terms of how ISB can help you in your profile, can we say something like talking to the alums gave me a lot of confidence that the ISB community is very helpful towards
Again, you're saying generic things.
Okay.
You have to make it specific to you.
Like it should be very specific about the course and how specific topics or specific professors can help you. Okay. ठीक है.
Yeah, Harshit.
Hi, Anshul. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Anshul, I just had one question and wanted your input. Last year, when I was appearing for the interview, apart from why MBA and why ISB, I was also asked why now? Because last year my work ex was dot 2 years. And why now? I was not prepared. And even now, when I've gone through my application journey, I don't have a very concrete and a confident answer. So I wanted your input on this. What is the right answer for why now?
Harshit, इसके लिए तो I need to look at your entire profile. This is a very specific answer. So, I mean,
But in general, if someone is appearing with the 2 years of work ex, because they told the
they have
alumni
to
asked me,
highlight why they are learning and their experience is being plateaued. And without an MBA, it cannot go further at this stage. You have to highlight that how your learning has been plateaued in this job and you really cannot move ahead.
okay.
Yeah, Samir.
Actually, yeah. So, in YMBA, can we mention something related to researches that are going on in ISB? I mean, why ISB? So in YISB,
Yeah. You can say that this school is also very much invested in the research side, research in the industry that I want to join further, which makes me more confident that I'll get a very strong ecosystem to further deep dive into this industry. I have talked to this professor, I have talked to the research assistants as well, and they have made me believe that my I will get the ecosystem to make my strong career in this particular industry or in this particular domain.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Varun.
Hi Anshul, I have a question regarding Plan B. So in my career, I've made two career switches into completely different fields. So is it okay for me to say in an interview in case my plan A doesn't work out, that given I have explored, I'm always happy to explore new things and I'll be
Again,
happy.
happy to explore is a stupid thing to say. मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूँ, please be specific.
Got it.
Happy to explore क्या होता है?
Got it.
I am happy to explore to play polo in my room. Can I play?
Understood. No.
Where will I
Got
get a
it.
horse inside my small room?
Yeah.
Please be specific. थोड़ा.
Specific examples थोड़े और ठीक है.
Yeah. Yeah, Gunjan.
Yeah, hi. So one more question, Anshul. So similar to what Nilanjan had asked, right? So I am currently working in strategy consulting, and I've also mentioned that I want to continue that post ISB, right?
Where have you mentioned?
In the essays.
But they never asked. They have never asked what you want to do post MBA. Why have you mentioned it?
In the last question, I had put a slight hint of that. I think a bit of one line. I had put that. So okay, I
Okay.
mean, my bad. But I just wanted to ask, right?
Uh-huh.
Ki if I'm already doing that, and if I'm saying that I want to do it again, so even though I'll mention things like growth, progression, broader understanding, network, and all of these things, but how much questioning do interviewers generally
No,
prefer?
this is you are trying to do a to A shift. This is what I call during interview training. A to A shift means your pre-MBA and post-MBA goal are kind of similar.
Yes.
This is not a good thing to do. Who advised you to do this? Again, now trying to scare
Hmm.
you. Generally, it is not a good thing to do because they will say कि क्यों चाहिए MBA फिर? So Gunjan, because now you have written it, it is logged. We can't do anything about it, right? Please
Hmm.
go back and prepare very meticulously on the gap part.
Hmm. Hmm.
Tell them the gap very clearly. Also
Hmm.
tell them some examples where you felt that you
Hmm.
could not grow, could not do a presentation properly, missed
Hmm.
an opportunity because you did not have the business knowledge.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Please work on the gap part, otherwise you'll get into trouble on the interview day.
Okay.
है ना?
I'll block some time with you separately, Anshul, to discuss this thing.
We can.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry
Bonika.
to interrupt,
Yeah,
but
hi Anshul.
continue.
So, actually, in the why MBA question, which was the second essay, even
Mhm.
I also come from the strategy consulting domain, and I want to continue there post MBA as well. So,
Mhm.
what I talked about towards the end of my essay in why MBA is that while I have a deep industry knowledge now, I do
Mhm.
understand that, deeper expertise and providing better solutions requires more in-depth knowledge, and that can come from the professors and the
Mhm.
cohorts, like the diverse
Mhm.
cohorts. So
Mhm.
is that an acceptable answer to
Yes,
why
but this is not an acceptable answer for interview. Here you have touched the surface. Now
yes.
you need to deep dive. Okay, what solutions?
Mm-hmm.
How, which, no, which particular, uh, skills or expertise you will inculcate through an MBA, which will
Mm-hmm.
help you to develop better solution and better solution for what?
Correct. Okay, so but from the point of view of the essay, that's all right.
For essay, so you can't really deep dive into a lot. There are hardly any word limit,
Yes.
but you could have still worded it better, in my opinion. To
It
make
was worded better like in the essay.
okay,
Here I don't want to like talk a lot about like my essay.
okay,
So
no
yeah.
problem. No, but
And
it is acceptable, not a problem.
perfect, thank you. And
Okay.
one more question, if you could just go back to the previous slide for 1 second.
Yes.
Okay, so I believe there's no step 4, but all right, thank you. That's all.
Oh yeah, thank you for highlighting. That is my
Yeah, I
mistake.
got a little confused because
No,
I've
no,
been
no.
paying
That's
attention
totally,
between
totally my mistake.
step
Thank
3 to 5, and I was like, oh, step 4.
you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
okay. And then Bhabijot.
Yeah, and sure, it's a specific question. So it does not essentially need to be that our why ISB needs to directly relate to like post ISB goals, right? It can relate to our long-term goals. I've questioned it in a way that my goal immediately after ISB is supportive towards my long-term goal, as well as what I'll gain from ISB will also be supported towards my long-term goal. That is a
I
good
did
way to
not
put it.
understand. Can you repeat?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So the way I've told my story, so what I'll be gaining from ISP, I've told it in a way that it is going to help me with my long-term goals. And the immediate career which I'm going to choose after ISB is also going to help towards my long-term goal. But essentially, ISB won't help me towards to achieve what I immediately want to join after ISB, in a sense.
That
That
is
is a that
Yeah,
is fine. Okay.
if you want to map it with your long-term goal and not to your immediate post-MBA goal, it is fine. But again, this all should, the gap should be highlighted properly.
Okay.
Gap should be highlighted properly, and which features of ISB will help you to achieve your long-term goal should be talked about very meticulously.
Okay.
Yeah, Bhavijot.
Yeah. Hi, Anshul. Yeah, so you were talking about like not mentioning over ambitious goals when you're talking in the interview.
I didn't
So it
say
doesn't
over-ambitious. I said something which is not matching, so not kind of aligned
yeah.
to what you have already done.
Yeah. So like I have like a similar background as yours. Like I've been working in digital marketing kind of field. So saying that I want to pivot from the execution side of things where I'm mostly involved right now to the strategy side of things where I'm like driving
Yeah.
strategy for in a marketing space.
Yeah, that's what
Bigger
your
picture
mindset is.
stuff like pricing decisions and all.
Yeah.
Would that be like a
Yeah,
achievable
I said the same
post
thing.
MBA goal?
I said the same thing in my interview.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
yeah, just one more question, follow-up question. So like you said that there would be like follow-up questions on the things that you say in the interview. So like say like when you are quoting like specific things from ISB's curriculum, that okay, like I'm really fascinated by ISB's consumer behavior course that I want to pursue. Are they going to like cross question on that? That okay, what do you think
They can
involves
do
in that?
anything, Bhavijot. That's the point.
Okay,
Me and you cannot sit and guess the follow-up questions. It completely
yeah.
depends. So
Like if I say like talk about the marketing club, they ask something about the marketing club, which I don't know obviously
they
because
will not ask something from key, okay, tell me about this club or that club.
yeah,
No, that will not happen.
because our knowledge is like limited to surface level stuff only
Yes, yes,
regarding
and
the
that's it.
curriculum.
That is enough as long as you know what you're
Yeah,
talking about. Then
makes sense.
on me
Yeah, thank
also.
you.
Yeah, Ritvik.
Anshu, just a quick one. So we know ISP has a great network, right? And it does help you find jobs in different domains after you also graduate ISB. How do you frame that to say, I want to utilize that power, that networking power to also help me in my career transition or progress into like, let's say, industries that I
Yeah,
currently
I'm coming to that.
cannot?
I'm coming to that. Coming to that. Anything else, guys? Yeah, Mahima.
Yeah, Anshul. Uh, Anshul, I have entrepreneurship background,
Yeah.
and after MBA, I want to first build a tech platform from zero to
Yes.
one,
Yeah.
and then want to scale it and the education institutes.
Right.
So, how to map it with my like I'm a chartered accountant, so that background.
No, not necessary. You need to map it with your academic uh,
Yeah,
background. Chartered accountancy is your academic background, not your professional background.
yes. But in professional also like tech development, I do have experience regarding education sector. But healthcare and tech would be completely different for me. So
No, but you are trying to improve the same thing that you have been working on, right? You are trying to incorporate tech into it.
yes.
So the link is there, na? Ultimately, there should be a link that I'm doing this, but this is where I'm lacking, which is stopping me from reaching here. And that lack would be fulfilled by an MBA. So that is already there in your story.
But the audience and the customer base and everything would be different from what it is now versus.
Yeah, so that's why you're doing an MBA, no? So that you can cater to a new customer base, you know how to incorporate tech.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Did you understand what I'm trying to tell you? What you
Yeah, I
told
understand.
me are the gaps, right?
That I have to cover in gaps.
Yes, these are the gaps which you'll fulfill through an MBA,
And
right?
also how to differentiate between family MFAB and PGP. Why not
Hmm.
MFAB?
MFAB is, you can say that my cohort members will also be from family business background only, while PGP will give me a very diverse peer group and I will gain very diverse perspective from that, from them. Simple.
Okay. And 0 to 1 building. People
How what?
having experience
Yeah,
in
I'm
0
just
to 1.
giving you one. There are so many things you can say, but I cannot discuss your entire case in a
Okay.
group call. I'm just giving you one example, what you can say. Okay? Yeah,
Sure.
Aditya.
Thank you.
Yeah, Aditya.
Hi, Anshul. Thank you for conducting the seminar, first of all. My question is about the goals. If I mention as a goal, like my first priority, if I mention two short-term goals, like I want internal strategy roles, but as a practical fallback plan, I'm also willing to join as operations management or like that. So is that sounding okay for interview?
Yeah, I just told you. Why are you making me repeat it?
Oh, I joined it. It's my bad.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. As I said, both your one and two, I mean, first priority and second priority should be aligned to things that you have already done, and also should be aligned to what ISB can provide.
Okay, Roger.
Yeah, Nitya, then Mayur, then Dharya.
Financial. So my previous work experience was in finance, and I'm currently working in a broadman role. Okay, so if I'm going to the interview and suppose I say that I want to continue into broadman and get into big techs like Meta, Microsoft, and companies like this, like that might sound like an A to A shift. And if I say that I want to switch into management consulting, which is also true, so they might say like they might come
Management
up that
consulting is very different from what you have done so far.
yes, exactly. Like they might come up that you do not know what
Hmm.
to do
Hmm.
because you have already tried
Be a
finance and
bit, be a bit careful what you will choose.
okay. If I say that I want to stay into product and get into big techs, will that suffice, or they'll say that work on your skills for this?
I repeat, it depends on them how they perceive the answer. Me and you cannot sit here and really guess. It also depends on your conviction skills, how properly and eloquently you are able to communicate that, communicate clearly your post-MBA goals. Right. Yeah, Mayur.
Anshul, I have doubt. So, while writing the essays, I have mentioned that right now I'm currently working as a data analyst, and I want to grow further into the technology consulting.
But
So,
where they never asked what do you want to do post-MBA? Why are you guys
yeah, I
writing?
mean, it is a single line at the
Okay.
bottom of the essays,
Okay.
like not about the entire essay. But my question is it okay to mention that as a data analyst, is it okay to mention what are the gaps in my roles or limitations of my role?
Yeah, that's what I just explained. Did you join late?
No, actually, I mean, gaps as in what my role doesn't allow me to do in my day-to-day job where I want to challenge myself.
That's what a gap is, Mayur.
Yeah,
That's what I mentioned.
yeah. Thank you, Anshul.
Yeah, Dharya.
Yeah, Anshul. So I wanted to ask, do the interviewers also have access to the scholarship essay
No.
or no? Okay. And I also had another question based on this. So can they ask, you know my application narrative very well, can they ask why I am coming back to India?
Yeah.
Sure, right?
It will start from there.
Okay, ठीक है.
There are few profiles where they will always start from why are you doing this? Those profiles are doctors, lawyers, government officers who are coming from very diverse field and they want to do an MBA, they'll start, okay, why do you want to do this? Or people who are working outside and they want to come back to India, though. These are obvious questions.
Thanks.
Yeah, Rohan.
Yes, Anshul. So my question is, uh, there could be a question for startup founders that why are you investing so much money in an MBA
Yes.
where you
Yes.
can invest this money in
Yes.
your startup? So
Yeah.
how to handle that?
You have to pick up very specific pointers of the ISB MBA program, which will directly and immediately help you in your startup. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I will connect you to Kaushal anyway. Kaushal had the same profile, a full-time startup, full-time entrepreneur who got into ISB. Each and every pointer should be mapped that at this point I need this, and it will be immediately be fulfilled by ISB PGP.
Okay, got it, got it. And also, do I have to justify the cost that instead of doing this 50 lakh thing,
Yeah.
this would be worth this much? So
Yes, you
I
have to
have to
justify.
quantify everything.
You have to justify that.
Got it. Thank you.
Ansuman, I'll take your question later because you are R2 applicant. Anyway, this call will be repeated for R2 as well.
Okay.
Just a request to R2 people. I have invited you, but let's allow the R1 people to discuss first. I will anyway be doing this call for all of you before your interview as well. So just to help more and more R1 people. Yeah, Dhruv, are you a R1 applicant?
Yeah, Anshul, I have applied in Urban.
Batao.
So, my question was that my profile is I have graduated from IIT Bombay and it's been like 2.5 years of work ex in a pharma manufacturing firm, working across operations, strategy, business development, very diverse functions, but in a specific industry, which is very niche, I would say. And I
Yeah.
want to get some exposure of varied industries and new technology sectors that are coming up. And so, reason I want to join management consulting.
Yeah.
So would that be
Fine.
considered?
Yes, yes. It's fine. Now it depends on them what do they do with your consulting goal and what kind of questions they ask. But the reasoning behind joining consulting is fine. It's good to go.
Like I don't want to continue in healthcare, so wouldn't that look bad or something?
Not at all. Why will it look bad?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys, we need to move. A lot of things to be covered. So please ask only if it is really, really important and necessary. Otherwise, we have the group. And you know me, I always reply. As long as you don't ask something very stupid, which is can be found on Google, I will always reply. Okay. Who is Akshay V in the chat? What is he writing? Okay, let him be. Let it be. It's fine. Hanji. And last, also tell them what will you do at ISP. Again, these are mapped to your post MBA goal. So, as I've written, I'll take dual specialization in healthcare marketing because ISB had an industry specialization also back then. I'm not sure it has it right now. You need to check. I'll try to get an ELP in healthcare marketing domain. I'll take part in relevant case competition to practice solving real business challenges. And I will network with healthcare cohort members from AMPH, that is Advanced Management Program in Healthcare. So these are the few things I'm telling that these are the activities that this was more about what are the opportunities available at ISP. This is about what will I do actively. Again, there is a fine line between there is a not much difference between step 5 and step 6. You can combine these things that I will do this is provided, so I will do that. But again, these two things should be aligned with your post MBA goal. Clear? Any questions? Should I move ahead? Yes, Amit.
Yeah, hi Anshul. So I have a question. So in our essay 3, we had written like how will you contribute to your peer community? So I think that was majorly based on my prior experience and how
Yeah,
I
that
would
is not
sort of
here. That is
contribute to
not
the
for your
cause.
post MBA goal. It is
Yeah,
not.
correct. So right. So when I speak about like what I will do at ISB and how I will sort of utilize the ISB community to achieve my post MBA goal. So I will sort of focus on those things that I will do in order to get to my post-MBA goal. So
Yes, it
will
is
they not
not
cross
related to.
question how will you manage so much, like apart
No, you
from,
don't say I will do
company?
this, I will do this, I will do this. You can say that these are the things that I can do to achieve my goals. You will not say I will do everything. Again, this is again the art of communication, how you are
Okay,
communicating it, right?
okay, got
Yeah,
it.
Aditya.
Regarding IIM Ahmedabad, if I want to tell them that what I want to do in as my activities or position of responsibilities, how much will be like enough? Like, are 4 points, 5 points gonna be too much?
3 4, not more than that. उससे ज़्यादा time नहीं मिलता किसी को anyway.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 4 things. Yeah.
And
Prioritize.
multiple position of responsibilities
No,
can be held.
no. Not need at nor at neither at ISB nor at IMA.
Okay. Okay. And okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, guys, I am moving to the next slide. Okay. Now I told you what I wanted to tell you, how to start, how to, go through all your entire experiences and prepare accordingly, and also uh, how to talk about why MBA why so because यहीं पे फंसते हैं लोग, मैक्सिमम लोग यहीं पे फंसते हैं, इसका आंसर नहीं कर पाते अच्छे से। उनको लगता है उन्होंने किया है, बट इट इज नॉट परसीव्ड पॉजिटिवली। Now, what I have included some real-time experiences of some ISB alums and admits on, and I have picked up some, wisdom from them that, okay, they were asked this. So ideally, maybe you can also be asked something like that. So ideally, you should also prepare. So this is why I have called it like this is like an evidence-based. Again, I repeat, just because it happened to them, it doesn't mean it will happen to you also. But that's exactly why we want to prepare as exhaustively as possible, because anything can be asked. Once alums sit on the table, they are free to ask anything. Now, just I did not tell you this. Alums are sent a video guideline of 30 minutes on how to take interviews, what kind of questions to ask and everything. But they are not obliged to watch it. I don't know how many watch it actually. Once they sit on the table, they have a free hand. They can ask anything. But they will never go beyond the application. That is something that ISB alums will never do. Is it clear? Till now, any doubts?
What about IMA interviews, like beyond the application?
I'm coming.
Going.
I am Ahmedabad later. Okay. Kiran.
Anshul, one more question if that's
Yeah,
okay.
Gunika. Yeah, Gunika.
Yeah. So I know you've said this before that ISB doesn't go beyond the application, but I still just want to confirm. So, like, if I don't want to talk too much about, like, my academic past, and if I don't drive the conversation in that direction, so is there a chance of them still poking on, that particular aspect of my application?
Which particular aspect?
Academic, like college, like what I've done in college
What
and
all
stuff.
have you written in your application about college?
Not much, honestly. Like
If you've
I've,
not written, I think they will not ask.
okay, all right.
Okay. Hiral. Hiral is currently at ISB. Okay. Her interview started with, she has a very, she already had a master's in economics. Then she worked in consulting. Then she worked in uh, government consulting. Then she worked in VC. Go and look at her profile, you'll figure out. She had worked a very diverse field, and she had two gaps. She had two gaps, one for GMAT preparation, one during some career pivot. So they asked, okay, now tell us why for everything that you have done. Why did you do a master's and why are you trying to pursue another master's? Why did you choose this field? If you chose this field, why did you move from this to this? Why did you move from this to this? Why did you move from this to this? So take your resume and prepare the answer for everything that you have done, especially if you already have a master's. If you have done CS, CFA, they might ask what made you choose this. If you have done a job in a different domain, In the current batch of IIM Ahmedabad, there is a guy called Path Shah. He's a CA. He's a CA, but his entire work experience is in hardcore analytics. Now, you don't see CAs into hardcore analytics. He's in fractal. He was in Fractal. He's currently at IIM Ahmedabad PGPX. So obviously, both IIM Ahmedabad and ISB asked him why a CA is working and making dashboards in Fractal. So they asked me, they grilled me so much. Why you're a doctor? Why do you want to do an MBA? And pre-MBA, why are you doing digital marketing? How did you get that job? Why did someone give a digital marketing job to a doctor? Why didn't you want to continue with healthcare? All these questions. So if you have done job in a different domain, please prepare reasons for that. Change of jobs. If you have changed jobs, if it is like very obvious why you have changed, then it is fine. But if it is the changes in a very different industry, in a very different domain, then you need to prepare answers for that. If you have any particular extracurricular that you have pursued for a long time, there was a guy called Rajat Sharma, class of 2022 or 2023, 2022, I guess. I think he's in Cars 24 right now. Cars 24 or Bira. He joined Bira and then I think he's in Cars 24. He had mentioned about learning flute and he has been learning flute since he was young. He was a kid. And they asked you what motivated you to take up playing flute? Why not some other musical instruments? And any hobbies that you have. What kind of motivated you to take those things? You started an NGO. Why did you start NGO catering to this segment only? Prepare why for everything. Every moves that you have taken in your personal professional career and also in your personal extracurricular and hobbies field. And make those answers very legible and very believable. So Hiral said 15 minutes they discussed that, then they started actual interview. You can talk to, इसलिए मैंने प्रोफाइल सबकी डाल के रखी, you can directly get in touch, but not a good idea to get in touch with the current batch right now because they must be having their term 4 placements are on their head. So, but you can go and check their profiles and all that. Any questions on this? Should I proceed?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. Hit. Many of you met Hit just before he was leaving for ISP. As you can see, we did this session on 5th April. I have not uploaded a recording it. I'll upload. He was a reapplicant. Hit का बहुत unique case था. Hit was an investment banker. He is also currently at ISB. He's in Mohali campus. His interviewer was someone with 15 years of hardcore marketing experience. This guy started with, okay, I don't know anything about your field. Tell me from scratch. What exactly do you do? Who are your clients? Why do they come to you for what problem? How do you solve their problem? What is your unique contribution? What has been your biggest achievement? Complete, he was a hardcore finance investment banker, but entire interview went on making that person understand what exactly it does. So this is for finance people and tech people, not product managers, but hardcore software developer kind of people. You have to let go of the jargons while you are talking. I understand it might not come easy to you, might not come naturally to you because generally you have accustomed to talking in your work environment where you can use all the jargons you want to, but you have to let go of the jargons because you do not know the background of those two people. Once, the two or three alums, they have been asked by the AdCom to introduce themselves. So they will introduce, they will tell their name, they will tell their class. They might or might not tell where they are working. If they tell where they are working, then you will get an idea how much understanding this person will have about my kind of work. But if they don't have, then you'll keep blabbering. They will not even stop you, and you will think, oh, I said everything, and then they will not understand. They will mark you low. Please practice jargon-free interview. This happened with Hit. I'll upload. He has very nicely explained in detail. I'll upload the recording and I'll put it in the group. Yes, Samyak. Samyak.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Hi. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask that often, like, since I'm also a reapplicant, so last year, like, the interview panel, I was not aware that whether they are from my domain or not. So, and they were also not sort of giving, I did not get any clue as well. So, is it better to start in a layman language, or
Always,
if they are
always.
from the same domain, will they consider that why am I,
No, if they are from
sort
the
of
same
speaking?
domain, you will figure out within 5 minutes. Now they will ask those kind of questions.
Right, but like if it's a generic sort of around like last year,
Samyak,
I
please
found that
stick to
was
layman's language, no matter what. If you have no clue which background they are from, please be on the safe side.
okay. Got it. Understood.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Ideally, they explain, they tell which domain they are from, where they are working, but they might not also. I have seen both the cases.
Got it. Thanks.
Hmm. Anyone else? Okay, I'm proceeding, guys. We have a lot to cover. Santhony. Santhony was a journalist. Currently at ISB, she's also the marketing club president of the current batch, Hyderabad campus. Santhony said they asked about effect of generative AI on her job. On not on her job, she was not really working as a journalist, but generally on journalism. And she was doing, she was freelancing as a marketing consultant because she got laid off unfortunately before pursuing starting her MBA. So they asked the effect of AI and all that in her in journalism. So it is all I said before that generally they don't go beyond the application, but it still is a good idea to know basics about your industry. And one of the things that you must know is the recent trends in that industry. So I've listed down what all you should know about your industry and about your company that you where you're working right currently. Again, not very important but again, this entire section of the presentation is about some peculiar cases, so I'm discussing it. And definitely AI is everywhere, so you should know what AI is doing to your industry or how maybe your company has adopted AI. जब कोविड का बैच चल रहा था मैंने सबको बोला था प्लीज प्रिपेयर हाउ did COVID affect your industry and what are the things that they are looking, how they are planning to, how your industry or company is planning to do the damage control later and things like that. But some idea you should have. Now the trend is AI, so you should know how to talk about AI if someone asks. Any questions on this? Yeah, Vedant.
Anshul, I have one question. So I did have the same kind of question in my other interview also.
Which one?
But
Bangalore?
Bangalore, yes, correct. They wanted to understand what is the difference between AI, ML, and NLP,
I'm
which because
sure.
everyone does say
But no, but
AI, but
that was because your job is in that field, na?
no, I had one project with ML introduced. They asked me what's the difference. So
Hmm.
I, in generally, don't have that positive look over AI. So I just wanted to confirm this with you also, because if I say that okay, AI is making changes, but it's so it is significant, but it's more like a marketing gimmick right now. And I don't think so. It will drastically change. It's just NLP
Be
models
very
which are
careful. Do whatever I mean, you're free to say whatever you say, but please make sure you back it up with a lot of conviction, lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
evidences, data.
got it.
Otherwise, you'll sound stupid.
So I just want to share. It's fine to be against
Yes.
the crowd where
Just
everyone's saying, "Yeah,
be
the more
respectful. That's all. Be respectful
yeah,
while, disagreeing with someone.
got it."
Okay. Anything? I don't think this is very clear, but कोई doubt है तो जल्दी से बताओ. I will. Otherwise, I'll move ahead. Okay.
Yes, Anshul, one down.
Yeah. Yeah, Rohan.
So, I was asked a behavioral question last time when I interviewed for ISB. Is it
Hmm.
very common or
Yeah,
was it just a one-off?
behavioral questions, I will send it to you before you do the mocks anyway. There are
Okay.
behavioral questions.
Can I share that behavioral question once?
Yeah, yeah.
Do we have time for that?
Yeah, conflict
Okay.
management.
Sort of. So, they
The
asked me
most
that if
common
you are in
question, guys, sorry to interrupt you, Rohan. Most common question, how do you manage conflict? Give an example. What did you do? And how do you do something out of your comfort zone. These are the two most common behavioral questions asked by ISP. Yeah, Rohan.
Okay. So they asked me that, let's say you are in a group when placement is happening, you have joined ISB, you are in a project group where two of your teammates have already gotten their jobs and they are in chill mode, they are partying, and you are the only one who's concerned, or the result of that project will matter only to you. So the other two teammates of yours are not really pulling their weight in the project. They are not picking up the calls or they are not doing anything. Now you have two choices. Are you going to inform the professor that he's categorically saying this, that if you tell me that your teammates have not worked, you have done it alone, I will give you more marks. So would you snitch on your teammates since they have not worked and they have not picked your phone and they have been
यहाँ पे you
you know,
cannot backstab your team no matter what. This is what they are expecting. You should have
okay.
told that I would talk to them one to one. I will make them understand that it might not be of any use to them because they are already any direct use to them, but because now they are placed and they are soon going to join a new job, uh, there are many things in this project that are relevant, and maybe they are relevant to their post MBA job, and maybe they are not able to see it that way. So I will try to persuade them and change their perspective on the importance of giving time to this project. This is an ideal way to answer this question.
Okay, okay. I think I was trying to frame my answer in this way, but they're saying that I'm not able to connect with them. So they are not picking up my calls. So
Yeah,
what should happen?
no, in that
Then
scenario, you
maybe
go and meet them, na, because if they are not picking up your call, they are still very much in the campus. Team orientation is one of the parameters that is checked in the interview, Rohan. So you cannot really do anything against your team.
okay. I think I messed up on this question. When they asked me, I said that they were not respecting me, so something like
No,
that.
oh my God, no.
I
No.
mean, I did not say that. I meant that they are trying to backstab me. They are trying to run away. They are not picking up my calls. They know it that it is important for me, and they are doing it on purpose. So I have the right to do this to them. So
Hmm. Red. ठीक है, no worries.
got
It's
it.
fine. Let's not talk about what happened in the past. Let's try to not repeat those mistakes. Okay, any doubt on this particular topic? Anyone?
Anshul, I have a doubt on
Yeah.
the question which Rohan just asked. Like,
Hmm.
if they say telling yes or no for that particular
नहीं,
behavioral
yes or
question.
no नहीं बोलेंगे कभी वो. You will be allowed to share your perspective. They are not looking at yes or no. They also know there is no yes or no. There's no right or wrong answer. They want to know how do you manage such situation. Conflict maybe they will ask you, कि, okay, give an example where you faced a conflict. How did you manage the conflict? They are not looking for yes or no. So you'll never face a yes or no in behavioral questions, Mahima. Never.
Okay.
They are expecting an expansive answer, right?
Yeah.
याद है रे?
Yeah, you just said that never backstab your team and etc. But the thing is, in I'm in government service, and it has happened that I have seen in front of me corruption basically. So how do you suggest that I should approach that line of questions? Like if something deeply unethical is going on in your team, how should I approach that question then?
This we need to figure out one to one because it depends on the context, right?
Hmm.
S-
Okay, I
Again,
get
the,
I get it. That's
even in
fine.
ethical question, there is no right or wrong. So we need to like get into detail, and then only we will be able to figure out what is the right approach to answer these questions. These are kind of walking on thin eggshells. Answering these questions
Yeah.
like walking on thin eggshells. Okay, guys, I'm proceeding. I'm sorry if you have any question, please ask in the group later. थोड़ा तो मतलब I don't mind staying awake, but let's also respect time for other people. Okay, Ram. Ram was an entrepreneur, full-time entrepreneur, currently at ISP, and he has literally mentioned also that I had asked him to carry the media prints and press releases and all, and they actually asked him to show And then there was another round of discussion on all those things. I did exactly the same in my interview. I was a student entrepreneur and I had my I used to publish a journal and I had carried the print copies of at least 4 or 5 issues. And my interview was almost over. Not my interview was over. And then they said, "Have you brought the copies of your journal?" Because they asked a lot of questions on how did you start, what are the challenges you faced, and why did you choose people from Pakistan to work with you and blah blah. And then they themselves asked that, "Have you brought?" I said, "Yes." So they said, "Where is this?" I said, "I've kept it in the room where we were waiting. Like, go and bring." So I went and I brought, and then another round of discussion. They said, "Why have you not put any advertisements?" So I said that I don't want to make it like a casual kind of journal. It's a medical research journal, so I wanted to keep it more professional. How are you making money? So another round of questions happened. So and someone else had asked in the group. I think Dia had asked in the group, right, Dia, if you should carry something, some press releases or not. So yeah, if you have something relevant or related, some media clippings of work you have done, some press releases, some portfolio campaigns, anything that you can show, some relevant publications that you have done, you can carry the printout. Don't immediately show it to them like this. Just maybe slip it in the conversation that I have also brought it. If that topic is going on. I've also brought some of the printouts, I have brought some of the campaigns, I've brought some of the press releases. Let me know if you would want to have a look at them. Just be subtle, not like, don't be a salesman and don't put it on their face. Just keep it in your folder. Don't do like me also that I had left it in the room only, the other room where we were waiting. Just carry it with yourself in a folder. Any questions here? Okay. Ruchir. Ruchir had written in his essay that he will join OSC or SLC as the president of OSC or SLC. He will lead either Operation or Sustainability Council or Student Life Council. They asked him, "Okay, do you even know what OSC and SLC is?" He completely explained what is OSC, what is SLC. He also told them that what are the key responsibilities of these two councils. He also mentioned he has already talked to the current president of OSC and SLC. And then they said as a reply, "लगता है तुम बहुत ज्यादा रिसर्च करके आए हो." So at least people in my group have been barking, please do your research on PGP curriculum. Please do your research. So if someone has not done it yet, please do your full research on PGP curriculum. What is a GSP? What are the councils under GSP? What are the professional club? What are the social clubs? What are the professors which are relevant to you? ELP is now, I hope you know ELP is mandatory for everyone. What happens in an ELP? What are some of the top case competitions that come to ISB? व्हाट आर आई रिमेम्बर फाइनेंस वालों का कुछ अलग से कुछ कंपटीशन होता था जिसमें उनको यूएस जाने भी मिलता था सम इक्विटी रिसर्च आई एम नॉट रियली श्योर आई वाज back then I didn't even understand anything in finance. So research on those things, do full research on things about PGP curriculum which are relevant to you. You might end up talking about it in the interview, which will impress the interviewers, showing them that, yeah, this guy knows what, that he has done his full research, this guy or this girl. So please do this. You can ask Ruchir. He was one of the 27 people from class of 2024 who got an international placement. He's currently at Finland. He was somewhere in some other country in Europe first, and he just shifted to Helsinki, Finland. You can talk to him how he narrated all those things, and eventually it worked out in the interview. Okay, this is the most scary case that can happen to any one of you. Aditya Singh. Aditya was a real estate guy in a PSU organization in Hindustan Petroleum. He was managing real estate in Hindustan Petroleum. And I always say do not write consulting in your post MBA goal if you have not done consulting before. Because the moment you write consulting, they might ask you, might or might not, but they might give you a case to solve. And if you do not know how to solve a case, then it will become a problem. So we decided we'll not write consulting. We wrote strategy role in a real estate firm. Many real estate firms visit ISB like Godrej and Lodha. These two are big recruiters at ISB. So we decided, yeah, it's a safe bet. he has worked in real estate. Now he want to move from a PSU to corporate, but in a strategy role in real estate. They asked him. His interview went very well for 30 minutes. The very, very typical interview. Why MBA, why ISB, blah, blah, blah. Lot of anecdotes that he had written, they asked. And then he was like, okay, tell me, Instagram का growth कम हो गया. Few people are joining Instagram. What will you do to increase its subscribers? He literally asked them, is there any doubt? Is there some confusion? I am from very different industries. Like, no, no, you had written strategy. So we wanted to check your problem solving skills. So now, if you have written consulting, or now though you don't need to write what your post MBA goal is, but if you say consulting or strategy, they might end up asking you. So it's always a good idea to prepare for cases if you are into consulting. Mitul, please stop scribbling. Yeah. Ayushi. Ayushi का मैंने इसलिए put किया because she had, as you can see, she has written, she shared application with more than 20 alums after submitting. To show you talking to alums even after submitting is important. So I made a template. This template you can copy paste, and when you are sending a connection request to an alum, you while sending the connection request, there is a character limit to it. But if you use this format, you can send it to them. Once they reply, if you'll use this format, most people will reply. Once they reply, get on a call with them and ask some of these questions to get some idea. This is not only Ayushi, even Sayantini, if you'll ask her, Sayantini talked to the marketing club president of last batch, which means the current batch while she was applying for 1 hour. And today, look at the coincidence. She not only got into ISB, she herself is the marketing club president. Talking to alums help. In what ways it will help, I cannot tell you. Maybe you will get some insights which even I don't have as of now. Maybe you will get some very insights which are very, very relevant and very, very customized to your field, to your post MBA goal, to your to maybe you'll get some more knowledge on things that you should do while at ISP. Maybe you'll get some more knowledge on how ISP, what are the some latest features of PGP curriculum which will help you to achieve your goal. All of these clarity alums will give. Please start talking to alums if you have not started yet. Please. Just use this format, take a picture, just write this while you are sending a LinkedIn request. People will reply. Once they reply, you can just say, I just need 5 to 10 minutes as I have written here, and then you start. These are some questions that you just a indicative list. You can ask whatever you want. Okay, I don't think there should be any question about it. I will move. Note to reapplicant, please read it. This is a very old message from, I think, 2 years ago, but it is still very relevant. Please read it. I'll give you 1 minute. And then I'll just say one thing that I want to say. Okay, what I wanted to tell you in general to reapplicant is they do not look at your past essays or your interview performance or anything. You are treated as a fresh applicant. Only difference is that there will be an extra reapplicant essay. So never think, oh, last year, because I got a feedback, last year they said I missed by a whisker. So this year I will just do a little bit of more hard work and I'll get in. No, last year attempt and this year attempt is not related. Last year you could have missed by a whisker. This year you can still miss by 1,000 whiskers. I know so many people who were waitlisted in the first attempt, not even invited for interview in the second attempt. So please never think these two attempts. It is not part of a full game that, oh, I reached till here last time. This year I only have to reach the difference. I have to only walk the difference that I could not walk last time. No, it's not it. You have to again start from scratch. It is a new race. You can get different people, very different people who will read your essays. You will get very different interviewers. आयुषी का एग्जांपल देता हूँ. आयुषी का फर्स्ट शी वाज अ रीएप्लिकेंट एज वेल. हर फर्स्ट interviewer was very dismissive of her post MBA goal as consulting from the beginning only. They only focused on कि नहीं consulting तुम कैसे करोगे, from very typical very niche energy background. Her second attempt, just 1 year after she took her second attempt, they were very nice. They started ki, oh, you have really good achievements. They had read her essays, and they were already very appreciative of her even before the interview, even before they got deep into the interview. Though that you had a very interesting. Uh, you have very interesting achievement. You presented some paper at Portugal, and also tell me more about it. So this is what Ayushi has told me. You can talk to her again if you want to. That the demeanor was very different in her first interview and her second interview from the beginning itself. And this is something that you and me cannot control. So I have seen so many reapplicants getting overconfident. Please don't do that. It is easier for reapplicant to get into ISB because they're familiar with the process, not because of anything else. Okay, I have ranted it enough. I wanted to rant about it because I've seen reapplicants getting overconfident. So that's it. Okay, how to choose a mentor for mock interviews? Mock लेना बहुत जरूरी है. I'm sure you know that. Please take mock from someone who has been a panelist. Just because someone is an alum, do not take mocks from alums. Take mocks from alum who has been a panelist. You'll find people. You'll easily find. If you are going to a consultant, please first ask them who will take my mock, and then ask them what is the track record of that particular person, not the track record of that entire company. Do these two things, and then only select someone for mock. Most alums do not know how to take interviews because they have never taken interviews because first of all, it is a strenuous process. Entire day is it takes the entire day to take an interview, and it happens on weekend. Most of the alums do not want to give up on weekend, right? Also, it is completely thankless because alums are not getting paid anything. So try to take mocks from alums or be into the panel. And that is one. And second, they have also trained other people because not all PhDs are good teachers. Someone can be very well trained, but they do not have any experience in training others. Check for these two things. You will find people for sure. I'm not sure from where, but you will find there are people. Then only take more. You are at a very crucial part of your entire ISB application journey. Take it seriously. This is again not for anything. This I just wanted to tell you. This is R1 of class of 2025. एक minute. Munindra and all. Yeah, these are all R1 admits of class of 2025. I'm just showing how many mocks, how many people took, so that it can give you some idea on what is the correct number of mocks. As you can see, most of the people took 4 mocks because this is what I advised. But people like Muninder took so many because he knew his communication skills are lacking. Someone like Pujan who has already worked in Misho, already worked on strategy. His communication skills were refined. He was 2 and he was ready. So people keep asking, how many mocks should I take? I do not know. You should know where do you stand with respect to your preparation level and your communication skills, and then take a call. Ideally, 4. Most of the people have taken 4 because I suggested 4. But some people said कि नहीं मेरा 2 में हो जाएगा तो, and I felt they are ready. Like yeah, okay. Then Munindra said no, I want to take much more. Syed का interview आपने देखा होगा. Many people must have watched it. If you have not watched it, please. He's one of the few guys who cracked both ISB and IIM Ahmedabad. He is an amazing guy. Very good profile. Typical tech profile, but very good profile. But just couldn't communicate. Even in our session, he is not able to communicate. So he realized communication is not his forte. He took 7 mocks, and I'm not saying that was the only reason he got in, but he did get in at both ISB and IIM Ahmedabad, which is not easy because both are very different schools. Both are very different, and the way they take admission is also very different. The way they conduct interviews is also very different. But he cracked both. He went to IIM Ahmedabad, he rejected ISB. I don't know why. Don't ask me. Ask him if you are curious. Sayyid Abdul Sattar, his name is. I don't know where is he working right now. He was in ShareChat pre-MBA. So 4 is ideal, but please gauge कितना हेल्प चाहिए. कम चाहिए तो ठीक है, ओवर प्रिपेयर भी नहीं करना है. अनुशीला घोष अनदर वन. इसका नाम मैंने इसमें लिखा नहीं है बिकॉज अनुशीला वाज राउंड 2 एप्लीकेंट. वेरी स्मार्ट लेडी. 1 mock and I was like happy. She ended up becoming the president of the Alumni FS Council. Also, she's in BCG right now, and she cracked ISB only with a 320 in GRE, which has impeccable communication skills. So please gauge yourself. Do not do not go to anyone who's trying to sell anything to you know what is enough for you, what is not enough for you. You all are that much smart, I assume. Okay, guys, this part is not related to interview. I wanted to do some myth busting about ISP. You can leave if you want to. इसके बाद we'll start IIM Ahmedabad. I'll take 10 minutes for IIM Ahmedabad. Namrata got in at ISB with a GRE with a 324. Kuldeep got in with GMAT 660 classic, not focused. Anushila got in with a 320. I just told you. Rajat got in with a 680. So ISB is a no-go if one has low GMAT GRE. Please, please, please get over it. Please understand GMAT GRE is only 20% of the weightage. Earlier it was 30%. Now it is only 20%. I can give you many more examples. I just wanted to make one slide. करियर ब्रेक एवरीवन इज क्रेजी अबाउट करियर ब्रेक मेरे में करियर ब्रेक है तो मेरा नहीं होगा देयर इज एब्सोल्युटली नथिंग लाइक दैट हीरल का एग्जांपल जो मैंने दिया शी हैड करियर ब्रेक रणधीर अल्लू इन द करंट बैच शी हैड 2 years of career break because of UPSC preparation. Himanshu had 3 years of career back. He just graduated from IIM Bangalore. Anushila had 1 year of career gap. Please, ISB IIM Ahmedabad would look at what you have done. They would not really stress you about what you haven't done. Where were you in all these years? No, Gaurav Vela, class of 2025, round 3 admit. He was unemployed for 1.5 years when he applied. No one watch his session recording. He said they didn't even realize I'm unemployed. They never bothered. They just asked all the questions related to my work. IIM Ahmedabad is for older candidates. This myth is coming because its average work ex is high. Its average work ex is high because they take some very older candidate. Most of the candidate are between 4 to 6 years of work ex. Please, Priyanshi exactly had 4 years of work ex when she applied. She got in. Mayank had between 4 to 5 years. Sayyad had 5 years of work ex. No, Mayank had 5 years. Sayyad had 5 years. Priyanshi exactly had 4 years. She was not eligible for any other IIMs. She only applied to IIM Ahmedabad. She got in. She did not apply to ISB because she thought she will improve her GRE. Her GRE was very low, 323 IS. But she got in round one, so she never bothered to apply to ISB. And ISB is for younger candidates. Technically, it is, but there are 60 to 70 people in every batch with having high OKEX. Devesh is one of them. Dheeraj Kaushik was Devesh senior. Randhir is in the current batch, 36 years age. I did a special call roundtable with 4 ISB admits. All of them were 30 plus. I named it MBA of the 30. Some of you must have seen it. If you have not seen it, please put it in my group. I'll share the recording. ISB is for everyone, as long as you're doing things correctly. Okay, college company brand name matters. It doesn't. As you can see, people from some Vinyan Foundation, I don't know what is that, people from TCS, JNTU, people doing sales at Byju's. This Charan guy was doing sales at Byju's. He's at PhonePe right now. Ananya was from Lovely Professional University, got in with a 12.5 lakh scholarship. Jayant got in with a 12.5 scholarship after from TC after working in TCS. Vishwas, the biggest example जिसके बारे में मैं बोलता रहता हूँ. 18.5 lakh scholarship. He was from MIT Manipal. Worked in some bank जिसका नाम भी नहीं पता मेरे को. So please don't focus on, oh, I'm from tier 2, tier 3, as someone was saying. Please focus on your application. Please. You cannot go back and change your tier 2, tier 3, but you can make a better application. You can prepare for interview in a better way. I don't know why I am my. Okay. That's it from my side. ISP people can leave. I'll take 10 more minutes to discuss IIM Ahmedabad.
Anshul, one small question. Sorry, I can't raise my hand.
Yeah.
Anshul, this was most about the introductory question. So, what do you think is like the ideal framework to nail the introduction question? Because I'm assuming a large part of the interview and the narrative will be built upon what you really say, because they might choose to deep dive upon anything you say in the introduction. So, any framework, any structure you recommend that we should follow?
Ideally, you should spend 2 to 4 minutes. Start with your academics. Talk about your work. Highlight one of the key achievements at work. Talk about all your career moves. I worked there. I did this. I worked here. I did this. I worked here. I did this. And then you talk about your extracurricular and hobbies. That's all. And let them pick up what they want to pick up.
Got it, Anshul. Anshul, I'm assuming even for the later behavioral questions, we shouldn't be as descriptive because rambling around for 3-4 minutes might not be recommended. So, do you believe that we
A
should give
behavioral
like a
question you have to
descriptive teaser of what we've done and then?
no behavioral
Okay,
questions you need to be descriptive. You cannot say it in short.
got it. So, is it fine if the length is perhaps 3 to 4 minutes
Vikram,
for some questions?
who is measuring your time there? Please understand it depends on the context. It depends on if they are
Yeah,
interested or not. Please read the room.
right. No, absolutely.
If they ask
Got it.
something, will you start your timer?
Thanks, Anshul.
Say, ki, oh, I will take 3 minutes and I'll finish it in 3 minutes. No, right?
No, I think I'm just over optimizing right now.
No,
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 got
no,
it. I'll
it is
discuss
not,
this with you
it
in
is not
person.
engineering and it is not analytics where you optimize. That's the entire reason this is so difficult, this entire nailing ISB interview, because you cannot make an algorithm around it. You cannot give a formula to it that this is the right formula, this is the wrong formula. There are so many moving pieces, and most of the moving pieces are uncontrollable. Only way is to just prepare properly, prepare as much as you can so that no matter what happens, you are able to manage. Akshay Singh, जिसका मैंने example लिया था, he managed such a big curveball. This gave him an Instagram growth case to solve. He managed that as well. You never know in which direction it will go. That's why you should prepare as exhaustively as possible. Yeah, Tanisha.
Hey Anshul, had a query in terms of the myth busting you did about the low GRE GMAT scores, wherein you mentioned 320 and 324. So,
321. There is a one
yeah.
321 girl in current batch also, Rashtriya Sati. She cracked both ISB and IIM Ahmedabad with a 321.
Yeah, just wanted to confirm as per what I thought 320 is a fairly decent score and not a one on the lower end. So
Oh,
just wanted to
now you
understand
have to tell me
because
because you started the sentence with I thought. Now you have to tell me why did you think that?
I mean, basis my previous discussions talking to other ISB alums and even when I applied last year, because last year the median was I think 325. This year it's
You again
328.
said I think. Now tell me why did you think median was 325 when the report clearly says that median was 328? What
That's for
made you?
2026 class. Now I'm talking about last year. It wasn't 328 as far as I remember.
It was
Okay, then that's my mistake. But I talked to a lot of alums who said, given my like the gender benefit and overall not being from an engineering background,
320 is not a safe score for GRE. You will always have लटकती हुई तलवार 320 एंड 323 का मैंने जो दो एग्जांपल दिया आपको अनुशीला
hmm,
एंड Namrata Singhal, class of
yep,
2025, both of them, both were waitlisted. Both had good profiles, both were amazing communicators. But they
okay.
both were waitlisted. Their waitlisted got converted also on the same day. So it's not a safe score. I'm sorry. In fact, for class of 2023, the GRE average was 330.
Okay.
Okay. Then it reduced to 329 or 328. And now it is still 328. It is decreasing a bit. It was very high.
So as per your understanding, the median average GRE is the
It's
like
not
is
my
what a
understanding. It is published.
I was completing the statement. I'm saying as per your understanding, the median GMAT GRE 328 would be a safe score to apply with.
सेफ स्कोर तो कोई नहीं है तनिषा 333 वाले भी रिजेक्ट होके आए हैं बट इट वुड बी गुड स्कोर टू अप्लाई टू लेट्स से इट लाइक दैट देयर इज नथिंग कॉल्ड सेफ स्कोर पर से सेफ कब होगा आप तब होगा ना आप बोलोगे कि अच्छा इतना हो गया तो आईएसबी में हो ही जाएगा राइट
Yeah,
सो
I mean, in terms of the best one can do in terms of the GRE score given the weightage, obviously it depends on other factors,
for any
but
schools
just
I
was
would say
asking
try
GRE.
to score
Hmm.
more than median of the current batch
Okay.
whichever school you're applying to, try to the median of the current batch is 328. So try to score around it.
Hmm.
But if you're a female non-engineer, whoever
Yeah.
told you it was correct that you will have some leeway, but it doesn't mean 320 becomes very comfortable for a female non-engineer, right?
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Anyone else? Yes, Samyak.
Yeah, I just had a follow-up question to Vikramaditya. Like in terms of introduction, he asked. So last year, like I was asked, give me a brief introduction and why ISB, why MBA. Like all of those were the first set of questions that were asked together. So just wanted to understand for the second part of why MBA, why ISB, out of all the different set of steps that you mentioned, what all should I touch upon at if I've been asked a combined question at the very start of the interview?
Why MBA के लिए you should highlight the gap, definitely.
Okay.
That is prompting you to pursue an MBA. And while talking about your post MBA goal, and then why ISB के लिए you again talk about the features.
Okay. Got it. So everything basically in brief, like, and if they want to take deep, they will ask a follow-up question.
Don't bore them by a long monologue.
Yeah, I think I did the mistake last time, but it was the first
Always
question.
read the room, look at their eye, always maintain an eye contact and try to perceive if they are with you or not.
Got
If they're listening to you attentively or they have already lost you, please look at both the interview. Always maintain eye contact with both of them.
Understood. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, Swati.
Oh yeah, hey Anshul. I had one question. So this is basically for someone if you're moving from the same function but a different industry, like from a impact to a non-impact sector, and possibly your interviewer doesn't understand your background or how do you convince them that like a business school would be helpful in this transition?
If you'll tell them very properly that which features of business school will help you to make this move,
Yeah.
only they will understand. And also substantiated by being very confident that I have talked to alums from similar background and they have made a similar move. So I am convinced because they don't know. They will go
Yeah,
by
that's
your
it.
confidence, your body language.
Got it. Got it.
You have to make them believe by having confidence in your own research and in your own conviction that this is MBA is a sure shot way, MBA at ISB is a sure shot way for me to make this move.
Got it.
Right.
Okay, makes sense. Thanks.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. I will quickly talk about IIM Ahmedabad. Most of the things remain common, but the way they take admission is very different. Now, first of all, IIM Ahmedabad, once you reach the interview stage, and most of you have already reached it, so congratulations. They do not look at anything else now. It's all about your interview performance. And this has been confirmed by Vikram, who heads the management of PGPX program at IIM Ahmedabad, who came to talk to us. If you have not watched that recording, please let me know. You have to watch it before the interview because your interview is in next 10 days. Most of your interviews in next 10 days. Please watch it. Okay. Please put it in the group if you don't have it. It will start with an extempore. You will be given a topic and you are allowed to change the topic also if you're not okay with it. You might get small preparation time and then you have to start speaking. You have to show your structured opinion and ability to connect business trends or policies to broader economic or social impact. This is very, very important. You need to structure your answer very well. This is the one biggest skill that they are looking at. Second, please understand this would be a stress interview, which means in the extempore, they will be negating everything that you are saying. And because in extempore, mostly you have to take a side and then they will force you to change your side, to change whatever side you are taking. But you have to keep giving proper explanation and proper argument, and you have to stay with what you have chosen while being respectful. This is what I have learned after talking to so many IIM Ahmedabad admits. Old members of the group already know we had 11 admits last year. 9 of them are in the current batch. So this was a common theme among everyone. They will negate whatever you are saying. You have to maintain your calm, composure. You have to be respectful, and you have to give your counter arguments against those arguments. This is the gist of IIM Ahmedabad extempore. If someone asks me कि extempore में क्या होता है, some of the topics can be divided into current affairs, industry specific issue, abstract topic, general knowledge. They can literally anything. It is very vast. Go to GMAT Club and search for IIM Ahmedabad extempore topics. You will get such a big list, which will make you understand you cannot really prepare for a topic, but you prepare for the format. That's why I've been asking people to prepare for extempore since 3-4 months. I'm glad some people are actually doing it, and I hope it will work, bear good result. These are some of the actual examples of extempore in the past. I don't know what will they ask. We'll get to know in this year. We'll get to know in. So generally, you should use prep framework. You should first state your main point or give your stance. Ki, this is what I believe. I am for it or against it, or this is my opinion. And then give a reason why. And then always support with fact, example, or personal experience. And try to give some data also. It's not possible to quote data, that too in an extempore like situation. But if you have, please give concrete examples and then restate or reinforce your main point. Anuja, please mute yourself. Please keep restating or reinforcing your main point while they are constantly trying to negate what you're saying. Yeah, love, you have raised your hand.
Can you just give me the last slide?
Which slide? This one.
Oh, just for a moment. Okay, thanks.
It is available on GMAT Club यार, मैंने वहीं से उठाया है, मैंने बस बकेट कर दिया उसको अलग अलग.
Thanks.
ठीक है. और love, if you have not watched the recording of the IIM Ahmedabad roundtable at roundtable of IIM Ahmedabad admits, please watch it. There are two, one with 6 admits, one with 2 admits. All are a part of current batch. Please watch.
Okay.
It's like
Thank
everything is there. Okay.
Thank you.
ठीक है.
Thanks.
उसके बाद रियल इंटरव्यू शुरू होगा. रियल इंटरव्यू विल बी जस्ट लाइक ISP, but they will be more fierce. You'll feel the stress. QM PGPX. Why PGPX should be very clear. PGPX research is much more important than ISB PGP research. And again, it will just be throughout very stressful if you get the stressful panel. There are actually 3 panels. I'm talking from last year. One is very, very stressful and very disrespectful also at times. One panel was very kind and sweet, but they were still counter questioning everything that you are saying. One panel was not very sweet, not very kind also. Like, not very kind, not very sweet, like in mid. But in general, it will be more stressful than ISB. And extempore will decide a lot of things. Extempore can make you break. That's why I keep talking about extempore. I have already discussed it with people, old members of the group, but many new people joined today, so I wanted to discuss it. Yeah, Ratvik.
Sorry, I couldn't find the mute button.
Yeah.
Anshul, you mentioned that there's going to be stress on where they're going to counter question you in middle of the extempore. So is it going to be that every point you state they're going to immediately counter question you, or you going to get a minute?
Yes. It is brutal at times. If they decide to go on the brutal way, they are very brutal.
Okay, so there's there a time limit for your dad?
No. Good question. There's no time limit. I know someone whose extempore went for 25 minutes, real interview went for 5 minutes, and then
Okay.
There's no day. It completely depends on their whims and fancies. Yeah, Vedant.
So, Anshul, I spoke to someone in the current batch, and he told me that the professors,
Who you talk to?
Milan Agarwal, he was from my company, my college, so I knew him personally. And he said that the professors, like while having food, confirmed that in the first 5 minutes they decide if they want to take you in or not. And then the next 30 minutes they try to justify themselves. Ki is my decision to take this person correct
I
or not.
also
So
feel the
how?
same.
So
Swati told me after she got an admit that she felt that they had already decided to take her even before the interview. They were just doing time pass, being very nice, chit-chatting, hi, hello, and sent her.
So this is again coming back. So that means extempo is a very, very important part of it. So while preparing right now, what I'm feeling is I don't know what exactly. So I have to read a lot on say Indian national issues, international issues, right? So do you recommend me spending more time reading all that stuff? Because when I'm preparing for extempo, I'm also preparing with students who don't really have good counter questions to put upon. So the
Because
entire
they are
1 hour we
also
do discuss.
students. They are also like you.
Yeah, like me, correct. So how do I get better at this in the next 5 7 days, or just refine my skills perhaps?
I mean, once you start mocks, it will definitely get better because you will have someone senior taking care of it.
So the
And
mocks will have extempo.
yeah, of course.
Okay, perfect.
And yeah, the only way is to keep practicing more and more. I do not see, because extempore is not really something that you can prepare for. You can only practice so that you get bit better and better. You do not even know what kind of even remotely, we don't know what topic we'll get. My only advice is that take
Yeah.
mocks and keep practicing outside mocks as well. You have 10 days, just give your best in next 10 days.
So just again, one more personal question: how many mocks would you suggest I should like
IIM
space
Ahmedabad.
out in the next?
IIM
Yeah.
Ahmedabad, minimum two, to definitely. But if you
Okay.
can take three, you please take three. And all three with IIM
Okay.
Ahmedabad
Got it.
alums or IIM Ahmedabad admits from my team.
Okay.
I have a very selected, curated group of people who had got the success last year. So I'm not changing it this year. Those people will only do it this year also.
Got it.
Yeah, Samyak.
Yeah, so I just had a question. In terms of IIM Ahmedabad, since it will be taken by professors, so
Only
will they
professors.
go into?
Sorry, I
Yeah,
missed it for everyone. They will be taken by professors.
yeah. So what I was asking is, then do you feel that they will go into the technical aspects of
Right.
my, graduation or?
Very rarely. Last year, one person reported that she was asked graduation questions from at IIM Ahmedabad. Only one person. But I'm glad you
Okay,
asked,
so
so please prepare if you never know.
okay, got it, got it. Thanks. Also, another thing, like while preparing for mocks, will the extempore part also get covered, or it will just be the interview
I
part?
just told you, na, 2 minutes ago, yes, it will be covered.
Okay, fine. Sure, I made a missed that.
No
Thanks.
problem, no problem. Yeah, Ritvik. Ritvik, you have not applied to IIM Ahmedabad, na? Why are you here?
No, R2.
Acha, okay.
Huh. So, Achal, my question was at the time of extempore, will the profs actually have our entire details with them, like our resume or
Yeah,
our
yeah, yeah.
banking?
Yeah, good
Okay.
question. They will have everything, including your GMAT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, I think we are done. I think we are also beyond the. Yeah, Suyog.
Yeah, hi Anshul. I had a question regarding the typical profile of a person who gets accepted at IIM Ahmedabad. Like it does not. So is there nothing? Okay.
I think there's no typical. I'll share the recording of the roundtable that we did with admits of last year. You'll see everyone agreed very different. That's the entire point, na, of making a diverse cohort.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Somesh. Somesh, you raised your hand. You have something to
Yeah,
ask? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Ansel. Regarding the extempore, I understand that we have to take a stand and they will counter
Yeah.
us to be on the stand. I saw that from the topics there were few abstract topics also. So there may be few topics where you nothing can be exactly right or wrong. So how do you
Yes, and
approach
there
in
can
that
be few
case?
topics where you have to, it is very obvious which side you will take.
Hmm.
So I think they talked about LGBTQ legalization something. So there you
Hmm.
can't shouldn't say that no, it shouldn't be legalized or something. You have to.
Right, right.
So
So, so from the abstract topics, like, do we still have to take always the sides, or can we keep a balanced approach that okay, there are pros and cons, but I'm leaning towards one side?
yeah, you can do that. I remember Swapnil told me that at the end she was not able to convince them what stance she has taken. So she said at the end that I think I beg to differ, and I think we have very opposing views of this situation. So we think we can. She said something very diplomatically. We can exist together in peace, even though we have separate
Okay.
situations. So it depends how you manage it. But yeah, you can say that. But still, you have to take a side. You have to
Okay.
take a side. You
Got it.
cannot
Thank
be
you.
strictly in the middle.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Anshul, sorry, just interrupting. Can you show the IM steps slides you had, right? Step one, step two. I missed one slide. I
I
just want
am
to note that
steps.
down. Sorry, ISB, you had steps, right? Why ISB? So on those steps. So I missed one of the slides. Would you be able to share it so
Yeah,
I
why
can
not?
quickly grab the screen?
Why not? Why not?
Step 3 and 4. Yeah.
No, this was
Just the
different. This was just to scan. This is different. This is how to answer IMBA.
okay. Yeah, this I have. I've noted all this down. Then yeah, exactly this. Perfect. Thank you. How to talk about gap. Okay. Hi, Anshul. Samani here. Sorry, I can't find the raise hand button. So my question is, so like first we take a stance and if we feel during the conversation that the opposing the interviewer's viewpoints are more valid, then is
No,
it
no,
okay
no,
to change our stance?
no. Don't. Not advised.
Okay. So like we should fight till the end. And
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. Fight till the end, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey Anshul, Sachit this side. Sorry, I wasn't able to find the raise the hand button. I have a very small query. What is more suggested? Should we have like a for or a opinion? I'm majorly asking about the extempore. So I mean, we should have an opinion or like a more neutral perspective. Like you
Hey,
give your
I
opinion
just
and then
mentioned it. You should never be neutral.
no, not as like even if you're going through, you accept some sort of viewpoint for the extempore, and then you just maintain your point.
That's what I'm saying since 5 minutes, Sachit.
Yeah,
You
thanks.
have to take a stance and keep supporting it till you survive their slaughter.
Sure.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Vedant.
Hey Anshul, thank you. So I've been talking to alums a lot,
I
and
know.
one of them, yeah, one of them said, know everything about your industry and your goal. So what I've written is product management, and what he said is know everything about your goal, like and your industry, and how will it affect you. Like they will ask you if you had a product management role in your company right now, what would you do different, or what are your competitors doing something that's different, or
So
like
I
what's
covered that
your
in industry preparation and all. You should know about key trends
okay.
and competitors and everything. The way you
Oh,
will do for ISB, you will do for Ahmedabad also.
no, yeah, but I think so. It Ahmedabad, it's more intense, or it's more
That's the entire
intentional
point. Yeah, it is more intense.
in
That's the entire point of connecting to alums. So that's why I told you these few small things alums will be able to tell you.
yeah, it's been helpful. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Rishabh.
I'll
Yeah,
thank you.
you have anything more, Vedant?
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, Rishabh.
Yeah, Anshul, I know you have already covered it. I don't want to make you repeat, but just one question. So when even in the extempo, right, when I'm taking a stand and I know there will be a lot of stress testing, people will be coming at me and
Uh,
all of those things.
uh.
But in any way, should I also cover the other side of the
No,
topic?
no.
Like I shouldn't, right? I just focus on what I'm saying and I will stick by it. Okay,
Okay.
that's
Don't try to create problems for yourself.
okay.
I mean, trust me, if you get the brutal wala
Hmm.
panel, they are very brutal. I
Okay.
remember Ankita told me last time. Ankita Khandelwal cracked both ISB and IIM Bangalore last year. She's currently at ISB. She told me after her IIM Ahmedabad was her first interview. Bangalore, she applied in round two. She told me that she was so demotivated about after IIM Ahmedabad, she was ready to stop preparation for everything. She said, इसके बाद तो होगा ही नहीं कुछ. She is a dentist. They were asking her RBI policies.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was reaching out to a lot of alums, and each one of them, I think, shared the same thing that after their IMA interview, they have questioned everything every decision that they've taken before that
I
interview. There.
had to pull her out of that self-depreciating mentality to again start preparing properly for interviews. And then eventually she got both Bangalore and ISB. ISB she was waitlisted, which she converted, and IIM Bangalore she got a direct admit. But I remember she was that demotivated after Ahmedabad, like too demotivated. अब तो कुछ होगा ही नहीं life में. I cannot do anything in life. They talk to her like that. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. No, I get it. I will stick to that. Thank you.
So Anshul, in such kind of situation where the subject is very off topic, how do you like tackle it then?
What do you expect me to answer, Aditya?
Like if you have no clue in that situation you are in.
Give up. What else you can do? That's the entire reason I'm asking people to practice since 3 months now. So if you develop some nuance, you develop some understanding of different diverse topics. If you are totally clueless, then I'm sorry, I don't know what one can do if someone is 100% clueless.
Okay.
Right.
Hey Anshul, sorry I couldn't find the raise hand button. So yeah, just to follow up on his point, you said that we can change the topic, right? If I heard
They
you
are
correctly.
allowed once, if I remember correctly. Once you can change. You have to put chit, na? Chit uthana.
Okay, so if you are completely clueless about the first topic, you can probably have like another chance.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Akshay.
Hey, hi, good evening, Anshul. I just heard that you were saying that we should stick to our point and not like weaken our stance. But in that group which you have asked people to practice, I've also been practicing with them. And usually, what I think I have felt is that like if they're correct and it does make sense, like it's fine to consider it, but not like full right back them. So is that the right approach, or should I still stick to my point and completely
In
say
my
no, you're wrong?
opinion, you should stick to your point, but I repeat, there is no right or wrong answer to this, but you should stick to your point, and this is what I heard from a lot of admits last year also.
Thank you so much, Anshul.
Okay, I think we are done. I tried my best to include everything, talk about everything that I know, also included examples from experiences of real admits. So, all the best, and I wish all of you great success. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Anshul.
you so much, Anshul, for this session.
Thank you, Anshul.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Anshul.
Anshul.